and welcome to Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, episode 31. My name is Meg and I will be your host. I live in Rockville with my husband and our service puppy T, who was on the last podcast. So yes, it's just me home today and I'm getting lots of yarn dyeing done. I want to thank everyone who's placed an order recently. You have definitely kept me on my toes. I am off all of this week from school, so I am using all of that time to dye up yarn, and then I'm going to have a bulk shipment on Monday. So I'm very excited. And I'm off my track. I don't know what I'm talking about. I am drinking coffee today. This is my second cup of this size, and it is in my take it one cup at a time mug. I have ordered 2 new mugs. Shh. I know. They're pretty much gonna live in the loft. I'm so excited. I can't wait for you to see them. One was in a total enablement from a picture. Actually, they were both pictures on Instagram. Yeah, Instagram is just evil sometimes. So bad. And I have peppermint mocha creamer so that I can have my coffee with Kay in the morning. Actually, my first cup I drank with Tyranny this morning. I watched Coffee and Cables. Hi, Tyranny. And yes, I watched her and I knit a little bit and I drank my coffee, and that was how my first cup was done. And then I got halfway through Molly the Homespun House. Hi, Molly. Her spring podcast. Then I started soaking some yarn, got dressed, got makeup, and came up to the loft. So, yes. We have finished up. No, start. You can find me at the links down below. We have a Ravelry group. On Ravelry. And you can also find me on Instagram as Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits. I am pretty good with Ravelry mail. Anyone who has reached out to me, I think you've gotten a response from me. If you haven't, it's because I haven't seen it. I respond to pretty much everything. Actually, you know what? There are 1 or 2 that were longer that I was in work and I didn't get a chance to go back. I will do that over break. So yes, I'm sorry if I haven't answered you yet. I have read everything and I'm gonna go back in. But not so recently now, and I apologize because I'm the worst. I finished up the Weasley Cal. Only 1 winner got back to me. So the 2 prizes that were not claimed are going to be forfeit for those people. If you watch it later, like, it's just not fair. So I did have Crazy Penny Girl reach out. I have her information and I have the skein, so I'm going to be sending that out. I'm sorry, I'm so late. We spent the week, I spent the week up in Philadelphia last week, so I didn't have a chance to dye yarn like I normally do or send out packages like I normally do. Everything is at school because that's where I do all of my paperwork. And none of it's here, so I don't have any of my labels or cards or anything to send out the mail. I'm an idiot. I left it all there thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. It's a huge mess, so I wasn't gonna drag it home, and so I might have to go over to school and get some stuff because I might just drive myself nuts by thinking about this. But anyway, so sadly, Nomadic Yarns skein was not claimed, and y'all are missing out. Just saying. There's going to be a very happy winner to that, I'll tell you. And yes, so speaking of winners, after that, the Timey Wimey Cal had ended. And if you participated in that, I am going to announce the winners now. Our first prize is going to be a hand-dyed skein of My Galaxy yarn, very apropos for Doctor Who, and the winner is Smaffit. Congratulations, please get in touch with me on Ravelry with your information and make the title, winner or something so that I see right away that it's you. Congratulations. Second prize is going to be a skein of Apteno Knits, which is this gorgeousness right here. Oh my golly. I believe it's in the Celebration or Confetti colorway. I'll have to double check. And then I'm including with that a skein of Elan, which is a periwinkle yarn, and I just thought they played really nicely together. So if this is also your bag, I mean, you could do something with them together or separate, totally up to you. The second winner is going to be K Steffi 23. Congratulations! The third winner is going to be the winner of the Molly Klein Design bag, which is the Paris. Gorgeous purple, great print, tiny stitch marker here, bag handle, absolutely gorgeousness. Inside, you are going to find some goodies. You'll have a sample of Goat's Magash wool top, and you will have some tea and Molly's card. So the winner of this is going to be Canary Song. And please message me and I will be able to get your prize out to you. This is going to be, and I'll try to message you guys or something to get you in there. But yes, congratulations to everyone who participated. Thank you for hanging out with us and doing this with us. It means the world. We have so much fun doing these knit-alongs with you. The next bit is going to be a new Cal. So I am working with Tristan of Dragon Horde Yarn and Christy of Yarn Cafe Creations, and it's a mother-daughter team. They work in separate shops, but we are offering in a 3-shop kind of update thing. Tristan's new shawl pattern is Changing Staircases, and she has released this recently, and you are able to buy it now. It's absolutely gorgeous. It looks like this, and several of the testers have also posted their pictures, so it's really cool to see it all knit up. Tristan and I got together and kind of talked over. She was like, would you want to get in on this? And I'm like, yeah, I don't have a knit along going on until June, July, which is going to be the Christmas in July knit along. So, which also, should I start in June or should I start in July and go July, August? What does everyone prefer? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you. So, won't have a knit along until at least that time. Why not kind of pick up on this? So this is the Changing Staircases shawl knit along. It's between our 3 shops, and the only caveat there is that you have to use a yarn from any 3 of our shops. Any 3. So it doesn't have to be mine, doesn't have to be just one or the other. If you already own a skein of mine or Christy's or Tristan's yarn, you're in. That's it. You just knit the pattern with a shawl, with a quantity of one of our shops. And if you pick either my matte or sparkle base, it's like 462 yards is perfect for the pattern. You can get your full shawl out of it. Tristan used my yarn in the Newt's Commander colorway. I dyed up about 9 skeins of Newt's Commander after her shawl came out. So Tristan, thank you, I love you. I love drying out Newt's Commander. It's so fun, it's so bright and so pretty. So I have all of that drying downstairs as we speak. Having an inside dryer is amazing. I love it. So yes, this knit along is starting this Saturday, which is going to be April 21st. I cannot believe that it is already April 21st. What? Okay. And I believe it's going to go 1 month. I will double check with Tristan, but I believe it's going into May. So April to May. 1 month. And it's a smaller shawl. It's almost like a shawlette. So it's not a massive project that you feel like you might not finish. And it's looking like it's a bit of a corner to corner, so the rows will never get too long. I like that. I like that a lot. I have an idea. I'm in between 2 of which one I'm gonna do with it. I don't know. Okay, I'm in between 2, so I'll say that much. Yes. Okay. That gets all of our prize winners out of the way. So again, it's Smaffit, K Steffi 23, and Canary Song. Ladies, please get in touch with me. Congratulations on winning, and I hope to hear from you soon. So this brings us to FOs, and I am super excited to say that I have 4. So I hadn't, so last week I had almost finished Crystal socks. I had cast on, I think I had them to the heel, my Scrumptious Pearl socks. I had my Moping at the Bronze socks above the heel. Yeah, both were above the heel. And I had brought another 2 balls of yarn, my Here Comes a Zumbride with the pink, and yeah, that was it. So the first FO that I did finish was Crystal socks. I don't have them with me because I gifted them, so I should have taken a picture. I'm super dumb. I'll probably ask her for a picture. Yeah, oh, I can't believe I missed that. Super stupid. So yes, I finished hers and I gave them to her on Friday. Very exciting. And then I finished up, I want to say Thursday morning, I finished up my Scrumptious Pearl. The colorway is Frostbite, and the heels, toes, and cuffs are just in an Elan colorway. Fish Lips Kiss heel. So good. 2x2 by 4, you know, where I like miscount how many I need in a cuff and then decide I don't care enough to change it. When they're for me, I'm like, whatever. So yeah, these were drying on my hands, but really beautiful to work up. I have to say I really enjoyed the yarn. I used a 1.5 US 1.5 needle on a 40 inch. And I love them. I do them 2 at a time. So the other one is done. Where did I put it? Okay. Other one's done over here. I dry blocked them, so these have been on since I got home Sunday night, and this is how they look when you dry block them. They kind of retake the shape of the side here. So yeah, this color is really beautiful, and my friend Trina saw them and just kind of and I was like, okay, I found your birthday gift. So this is the bag of yarns that I finished. So this is what I have left from one ball. I separated them into 2 because I wanted the stripes to match, but this is only one ball. Heels, toes, and cuffs. I could get at least 4, 8, maybe 8 stripes above the heel, which would be plenty for a pair of socks. So there's the 2 balls. I'm gonna leave them out because I need to recake them. They look really sad right now. And then this is what I've got left of the 50-gram ball. I use these for my Inside the Chartist socks as well. Yeah, this this skein, 50-gram skein, has really gone far. It's got me 2 pairs of socks with like nice long cuffs and everything on there. Yeah, this is how mine look. Like they just kind of, they fluff a little bit and they don't look super pretty like that, but when they're on, they look like this, and that's what matters to me. So yeah, I do a sewn bind off, the Elizabeth Zimmerman sewn bind off, if you look it up. So that's the teal. Yeah, I have fuzz on me now. And these were crystals. This is what I had left of the Marled Rose socks. I could have kept going, but I was super bored with them, so I just stopped. And now I'll knit this into my blanket. So yeah, there's that. And then these were her heels and cuffs. So just gray Patons Croy, basic, you know, gray Patons Croy. That's it. So yes, and all of that was living in my Lost and Fawn bag. Yes, I had it right. I always think like of the Fawn Knits, and I want to make sure that I'm not saying the wrong person. I think of like her thing in the back of my head, and I'm like, am I saying this right? Am I saying this right? And these are 1.5s. Where are you? 1.5s. Yes. So look at that. Clear needles. Who's proud of me? I So yes, I had a little party and then I promptly cast on something new. Like you do. Yeah. Anyway. My next finished is my Newt Scamander scarf socks. This is by Asfaltsflickern Designs on Etsy. And this is a 1x1 cuff fish lips kiss heel with a slip stitch along the back, which I talked about, a regular increased toe, and there they are. I will say that I really enjoyed working with this yarn for a good amount of time, and then it was just on the needles too long. There wasn't anything wrong with the yarn. I was just so taken with other things, you know. And so I did get very distracted. But these are done, and guess what these are? They're pair 12. They're pair 12. So please, I would love to introduce you to pairs 11 and 12. I finished my box of socks in April. Yeah! Doesn't stop me from knitting more socks, but I am now in. I'm in like Flynn. Whoops. Anyone know where that comes from? There's a start to everything. In like Flynn. I might Google that. So yes, 11 and 12, pair 12. Fantastic. And yeah. I have a lot of this yarn left. So mini for the sweater, mini for the blanket, and then maybe minis for everybody else. Actually, I might hold this aside as a Hufflepuff colorway for a like a shawl or something. I don't know. I might do house socks, like house socks. Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Slytherin socks. So I might save a little bit of that for a, like, I want to do a black heels toes cuffs and then do like this much of each one. Dun, dun, dun. Know what I mean? You know what I mean. And I have my Fetch My Button Hufflepuff button. So that was living on there. Suppose I should take it off just so that I don't accidentally forget to. Sad button. And last but not least, my 13th pair of socks. This is my zombie Easter socks. So originally you saw these in October. I took them to Aruba. I promptly brought them home, shoved them in the bag, never worked on them again. Later on in maybe December, I decided I hated them. I ripped them out. I repurposed the yarn and I didn't look back. Shoved the yarn up into the cubby, the bird cage up here. Wasn't concerned. I would do something else with it. Then I had this colorway. This is the Knit Picks. I want to say it's a Dove Heather colorway. It's a pink heather color. I think it's called Dove Heather, but I don't have the label. I'm sorry. The stripy yarn is the Desert Vista Dye Works. Here Comes the Zombride, which is why I bought the yarn. I actually got it off of Awesome Granny. She was doing a D-stash. And yeah, I just super hated it in October. And once I started looking at it out of a Halloween eye, like no longer was I looking at it Halloween, but as Easter with a grassy meadow and little pink flowers coming up. And suddenly these transformed into Easter socks before my eyes. Not like, I hadn't even knit them yet. I just had the 2 balls of yarn. So here it is with my Pitter Patter Polymer Stitch Marker, which is my bunny. Everybody at home got a huge kick out of the bunny. They thought that was great. I got a little gaping at the heel. I'm unconcerned. I did them a bit shorter, 6 stripes above. So yeah, ta-da! 2 are done because I do them 2 at a time. I've never actually done a 1 sock. Never. I learned 2 at a time because I knew myself. I know myself very well, and I would not have ever done it. There would never have been a second sock. So yeah, I do 2 at a time socks. I knit toe up now, which I prefer. I popped in Fish Lips Kiss heels. I think I used to do like a short row heel, but it wasn't fitting very well. And then I tried the Sweet Tomato heel, and the first couple looked good, and then I did them later and they didn't look good. And I don't know what I was doing differently. I think my gauge maybe loosened, and they didn't look good. So yeah. I don't know. But anyway, you're probably sick of looking at these. I mean, you've never really seen them, so maybe not. But if you were thinking of getting some of the, I don't know if you can get it anymore, but the zombie colorways are pretty fun. I've acquiesced to that. The Desert Vista Dye Works yarn is pretty thin, in my opinion. You can see mine's kind of stretched already, and it's only on the blocker. But I like my socks tight. I like them tight because that way they stay fitting. So yeah, I am super thrilled with these. This is my last FO, and I have to say that I'm really, really happy with my pile of pretties, and this makes 12 and 13 on the last 2. So I'm just gonna keep filling up my box of socks. There's going to be more than 12 because I love socks, and I'm just going to keep knitting them. But now I almost feel like I can knit a few gift things because I filled my box of socks. Might as well work on somebody else's. Yeah. All right, and that's going to bring us to whips. All right, so the first thing I'm going to show you is going to be my Cozy Memories sweater. Now, Alyssa asked me the other day, she's like, are you still working on Cozy Memories? Yes, I am. But my blanket, I'm still in love with it. I put it aside. It's on pause for now. It's fine. And I have been putting all of my focus and my minis into my Cozy Memories sweater right now, which I actually really like how it's coming out. So this is the Magic Knot Cake that I worked on, and I'm so excited. I see like the lime green right on the end there, and then the pink, and then the purple. I'm so excited. So the first thing you might have seen was Potions Master, and then that might have been the last thing you saw. I knit like from my other sock blank, and just the other day Monday I finished it, and I was able to attach the new yarn. So the first time I worked on it, I got from this green to this stitch marker, and then the next time I just got this little nugget done on Monday. That's fine. Actually, thrillingly enough, see if I can do this. This is my hand-dyed yarn in the Newt Scamander colorway, and I just love how it knit into that. Look at that. And then underneath it is the J colorway. Oh my gosh, they play so nice together. I put them next to each other on purpose, but I love it. And now I'm into the Homecoming colorway from Nomadic Yarns. I'm pretty sure. That, or I'm in the Ron Weasley colorway. Yeah, I think I'm in the Ron Weasley colorway. Red, brown, orange, and gold. It's Ron. Woo, I'm about to lose some stitches. So I put it on the smaller needle. This is the 24-inch needle. So if I try this on, it's not going to show you anything. It's all bunched up on here, which makes it easier to knit, but not easier to try on. So I'm gonna go a little bit longer before I separate for the sleeves. I checked. I'm not very far from separating for the sleeves, but I am like far enough that I shouldn't do it yet. So just so you know, it's coming out fun, and I put a bit more work on it. And yeah, I bought myself some Clover 16-inch size 2 to knit the neckband, because I wanted that to be kind of tight, kind of tightly knitted, yeah. And then I just have this nugget left from my other cake. I'll go back into it. I just haven't. I wanted to work on the new magic cake so badly that I just couldn't handle it. So yeah, this is where my minis have been going, all of that. That was terrible English. Getting gone. What? What kind of coffee am I drinking this morning? Oh, but anyway, so I'm having a really good time with that. And once I separate for the sleeves, I will show you with a try on. So I'm very excited. This is living in my Wonder Woman bag from my mom, and I just usually pull it and keep it like so. Next up is going to be living in my Nomadic Yarns project bag. You can find her on Etsy. That's Ashley. This is her pin. I also have my Crazy Sock Lady pin, which I really think I should get pins, and my Mischief Managed. And that's my Hogwarts Crest bag. Katie of Inside Number 23 has the same one. I popped onto Etsy and promptly bought one. Bad Megan. I also have my Dumbledore hanging out on there. So yeah, I'm having a blast. Sip of coffee that's still hot because I use my warmer. Who was it? Was it Kay the other day that said, she's like, oh, I need one, like Meg. Is it Kay? Might have been Kay. Alrighty, so I have gotten a pattern idea. This isn't mine. It's Morning Fog Socks by Virginia Sattler, and I wanted to use my Elizabeth Bennet colorway, so maybe you can see the socks. They're kind of like Mercury socks. So start with the yarn. This is my Elizabeth Bennet colorway. It's a new colorway for the shop. I have actually sold a few Elizabeth Bennets thus far. I had a really fun time making up these new colorways. It's a peachy corally gorgeousness. If you watched the last podisode, then you saw it. So there it is. Once again, my Elizabeth Bennet colorway on matte sock. Yeah. And here are my socks. Ta-da! Don't they look so teeny? It's because this has a lot of stretch. Like, they look so tiny. The lace just kind of hugs it all in, but they fit. I checked, so don't worry. And this is how the colorway knits up. Has this gorgeous splashes of cream and speckles. Let's see, I'll try on this one. Ta-da. There we go. Elizabeth Bennet on matte, M-A-T-T-E. And yeah, so there's the pattern. This is how they look for me. I kind of wonked up the first few rows because I was trying to get them to look like they do when you knit them cuff down, which is like this. They're traveling down the leg. Well, I knit toe up. I always knit toe up. So how was I going to be able to, flip them? And then I tried to flip them. It failed miserably. So I decided what I would do is simply hold the pattern, actually just knit the pattern as is. Yeah. At first I was trying to do it upside down and it just wasn't working. It just was not working. So here it is on my foot. There it is. So this is how it's supposed to look going cuff down, but I knit toe up, so the pattern looks like this. The first few rows are all kind of messed up. That's my bad. Yeah. So I've decided to knit the pattern as written and just go with it, and the stitches are now doing what they're cabling almost the way they're supposed to. Someone asked me in the comments down below of the podisode how to flip a pattern. clearly I don't know. I tried to just, anything that was leaning right, make it lean left, and turn, knit two togethers into slip knits, and the stitches didn't want to do that. They look so messed up. And I only did it for 2 pattern repeats, and I was like, this is seriously gross. I'm not doing a whole talk like this. One, it was very hard to memorize for some reason. Doing it backwards was not intuitive. So something was off on that. And then the curves weren't doing what they were supposed to, and I was just getting really upset with it. And you shouldn't be upset with your knitting. So I've gotten pretty far. I still have a long way to go. I haven't worked on these since Easter morning. I knit on them before Pat came over. I enjoy a nice lace sock nowadays. I didn't used to, but these are really, really fun. I'm sorry, I'll do it one more time. Really, really fun, and it's the Morning Fog sock pattern. So I have my foot in there, my 2 at a time socks, my little tea stitch marker, cup of tea, because I figured that was a very Elizabeth Bennet type of stitch marker. Yeah, you're gonna laugh at me when you see this. Oh, bollocks. I buried it. Come here. There it is. All right. I originally had my iced coffee stitch marker thinking that would look really pretty with the pink, and it would, but it was so out of character, it just bothered me for some reason. I'm a weirdo. I am a weirdo. Just accept it. So yeah, I switched it to a cup of tea because that made me feel better. I'm a weirdo. Just, yeah. So yes, these are going back in. I hope I have some time to work on them this week. I can't believe it's already Wednesday. And I spent like all morning podcasting. Yeah, we've been talking for an hour and a half. How long is this podcast gonna be? Next up, I have my Sea Dragon. This is a new colorway for the shop. This is it skeined up. There it is. All skeined up. Has not been listed yet, but will be this week, maybe tonight. Yeah, Sea Dragon. And Sea Dragon, and this is a new colorway as well. This is called Tea, like the puppy. So Sea Dragon and Tea, I dyed up and dried and skeined in one day because of my dryer. It's fantastic. And I brought it because I was determined that I wanted to work on, this Dirk the Dragon pattern that I had bought. So this is by Lally Lala. And there's Dirk. How cute is he? And I just fell in love with him. I just thought he was too sweet. I just love him. I love him so much. So what I did was I dyed up the yarn. The green is for his body. The cream is for his face and his hands. And I figured the cream could be used for any of the other Lally toys that I create. This was not a very expensive pattern. I bought it. I printed it in like all these like little half pages. The pictures are pretty good. Shows you kind of where she means for you to like pick up stuff and like how the different parts go together, stuff like that. I'm moving very slowly on this project. One, because it's kind of tiny. So I am using a 2.5 millimeter hook, quite tiny. And this is what I have done so far. I have a foot. And I actually don't even have a full foot. I think I'm like 4 to 5 rows from having a full foot. So bad. So there's the foot. And this is the Sea Dragon, again. I like how it's striping up. Yeah, it's got a little texture to it with that coloring, and I like that. It's just enough. Yeah, so I'm having a very hard time of it because I'm having a hard time. I don't know if the rounds are supposed to go, if you're supposed to like chain and join and then go up, but that's not written in the directions. So I don't know. Has anyone ever worked on these patterns or made crochet toys a lot? I'm having a hard time of knowing where my round stops and if I'm supposed to join it, which I have been doing, but my seam is going sideways. Clearly, I thought I was a crocheter and I'm not. I am very confused by 90% of the pattern. I understand the terms. I'm just like, And then because I'm trying specifically to follow a pattern, it's taking me forever because I'm reading every line. Normally I just wing it and I could bust this out in like a day and a half if I made it up, but I couldn't make 2 feet the same, you know? So I have a foot. If I made one body part a week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would take 8, 9, 10. 10 weeks, 10 weeks. It would take me like 2 months to make this. This is why I don't knit baby toys for my friends, because I just don't have the patience for it. All right, so that's Dirk. He is living in a bag right now because, I don't know. There's the other one. I'll hold that up again later. So Dirk is coming along. Not as quickly as I'd like, but Dirk's coming along. So wish me luck and help me out if you can. I would love to hear your suggestions on whether I'm supposed to join. If it doesn't say to join, do you join? Is that a thing? Or is it not? If they don't say to do it, don't. Hot coffee, yay! Me, Mr. Coffee. All right, that almost finishes off my projects. I have 2 more. So this I just popped into my Beauty and the Beast bag from Stitching Plaza, and while I was up, my friend Crystal and I went over to AC Moore and I picked up more wings for the snitches, so yay, those will be going out. But yeah, so I picked up this one skein of yarn from Patons Kroy, and I actually am not sure of the colorway name, so I've been calling it Dumbledore Summer Sock, because red, yellow, purple, and white with like some, I don't know, it just reminds me of Dumbledore colors. Red, purple remind me of Dumbledore. So this is just a Patons Kroy, really basic. And it's only 1 ball. I am going to use heels and cuffs in purple in the Goddess colorway from, do I have it over there? Yeah. From Knit Picks in the Hawthorne blend. So that's a nice dark purple. I used it on the Molly Weasleys, and I think that that'll go just really nicely with it. So I barely have a cast on. I only, oops, I'm all turned around. Oh, am I all turned around? What? I don't even know where to go with this. I think I have to reach through and pull it in. Ha! Well, look at me, Houdini over here. Yes, so I cast on the toes when I was at home. My grandmother and I watched National Treasure one night, and I worked on these, and I just have little toes. So here's the one toe, here's the other toe. I tried to start on the same little flecked pattern, and then I knew it wasn't gonna match up, so I'm just winging it because I'm not cutting. I say I'm not cutting anything off to make the match, and I'm not. But I may have gotten it tangled in the ball winder in the beginning when I was winding it into the cake, and it kind of got destroyed. So I had to cut a section off. So it wound up into a nugget that I will just knit into my Cozy Memories. So that's that. So there's the two toes. They're like sunglasses. Bam, nailed it. Not much going on with them yet. Haven't worked on them at all since Saturday. I have not knit on them since Saturday. Sorry. But I am enjoying them. They're on a US 2. I promised myself that I would not allow myself to cast on new socks with new US 2s. I was going to get crystal socks off the needles before I was allowed to cast on something else on US 2. And I did. So I was allowed. And this is just going to be plain vanilla with a purple heel and cuff. Nothing much to say about it. It's just living in here right now. Okay. And then I went to Five Below and I got these pretty baskets. So they've been helping me organize. Yes. And so I had already bought this pattern a little while ago. This is the Love Your Stash shawl by Tammy Gore. She is the one that I knit the Akira for. Well, I knit for myself, but I test knit it for her. And I have to say I really enjoyed doing the Akira. It was a fingering weight. I used 3 different balls of yarn. I used a good quantity. I used all of the first 2 and a bit of the third. So yeah, this is a fingering weight shawl as well, but I'm not doing that. I have on the back, since I'm not showing you the pattern, it's a paid for pattern. So this is how I plan on doing, let's hold it that way maybe. This is how I plan on doing the striping. I'm just kind of marking out where I think it would look good to have breaks. And I don't like things that break too much. I'm gonna put 1 lace panel in the Luna colorway, and I have 1 lace panel in the Mermish. Let's talk about me and lace. Me and lace are not friends. I thought I followed the pattern, and I like literally followed the pattern. I read and I checked off. Like what I typically do, let's see if I can show you that. Typically do is I'll mark on the side where I am in a pattern, and yeah, that didn't work out so well. Something was off around row 14 for me. I don't know. So anyway, let me show you the yarns that I'm working with. The first yarn that inspired it all is my Mermish colorway. This was the test skein before I dyed it up for reels. So it has barely any orange and more pink and purple, maybe? I don't know. It doesn't have enough purple. Doesn't have a hearty enough pink, and it definitely doesn't have enough orange for my taste anymore. But it's very pretty, and it's going to be a Mother's Day gift, so it's not even for me. So then I was looking around, I'm like, okay, that's how many yards? I wrote it down, hold on. I looked it up, it is 274 yards, and it was a full skein, so I have a full 274 yards to work with. I knit Hermione socks out of this color. This is my Hermione colorway. Now it's much more pink. This one was a test skein. This was much more purple. It just got, it absorbed too much purple, and I didn't have enough pink in there, so my bad. But yes, Hermione is a pink skein. So this is Hermione, and this is what I have left, and I figured, okay, I'll use up whatever this is in the shawl. So that's Hermione. And then the third color, yesterday I was like, all right, I have to dye up another skein of Mermish. I have to dye up another skein of Mermish. And then I'm like, well, Hermione's not going to be very much. Like, I'm just gonna get a couple little baby stripes, and it's not gonna do much. So this is the Luna Lovegood colorway right there. Hold it a little closer. This was the test skein for Luna. Luna also has a bit more variance in her, like there's light and dark purple in the final one, and this one just is light purple. Very pretty, not enough, but very pretty. So this, and it looks like a lot more neon on camera than it is. It's much more muted, it's like a lavender. So lavender Luna. And yeah, so I started out. Let's see if I can do this. I'm working on US 7s in a Chiaogu needle. Long-ish cord. 40, no, it's longer than 40. It's a longer than a 40-inch cord. It's longer than a 40-inch cord. 48? 40, what's the next size up? 46, 42, something? I don't know. Okay, so you start at the tip and you cast on a few stitches and you start working your way up. I have been doing a slip stitch edge to give it that kind of V edge. I don't think that's actually what the pattern well, it calls for a slip on one, but I've been slipping it purlwise so that it does this little edge piece. And I like it. So I started with Mermish and then I did a few little stripes of Hermione. There's Hermione. Yeah, it's very shadowy in here all of a sudden. And then this was day one. Day one ended like, I think I got a few stripes, so it started like here. So this was like day one. Day two, I got from here to here, or did I work on this in the morning and this at night? No, I think I got to like here. All right, and then I worked over. I put in 2 more stripes of Hermione and I did the lace panel, which is totally messed up. I don't know what this ridge is. I don't know how I did it. I have no idea what happened. Meh. It doesn't, like, it takes lace a lot to look ugly, but it's not right. They were facing all one direction, and then all of a sudden they started leaning in the other direction, and then they started leaning back to the like, I don't know what I did. I thought I was following the directions. I must have just missed, like, you just miss one, and that's it, and then, you know, you're wrong. So I feel like I did something wrong here. I mean, it is doing a pattern. I don't think that's right, but it's a thing that it's doing. So yeah, so then I got to the sea creature, which is the octopus, octopi, squid, octopus, evil octopus. And then, so I got through the lace yesterday and all the way up. So where's the octopus? Here. So I got from the octopus here to the shell, and that's just a little, I'm trying to use all like beach themed charms because it's funny. So yes, I got up to that and now I've put in 1 stripe, I guess you would say. 1, 2, 2 rows of Luna. So let me see if I can get that. Yeah, there it is. Luna. And I was worried about how they'd play together. I shouldn't have been. It looks all right. It's a little dark in here. I have the blinds and I can kind of adjust them with how much light I want, and I have the perfect podcasting spot. I never want to lose it. So yes, I'm getting pretty far along, and I have, since it's a Harry Potter shawl, I have my stitch marker of the Sorting Hat, which is Yarn's Crazy Obsessions. I think I had that wrong on the last thing. I had Yarn's Crazy Obsessed. It's Yarn's Crazy Obsessions, which is Mauricia, and she's a wizard. She's amazing. So I have that little guy there, and he reminds me that this is an increase. So huzzah. Let me see if I can just hold it up for you. So there it is so far. Not too bad. Not too big, but not too bad. Right now, if I finished it, it would be a very tiny shawlette. Very, very tiny. So I'm not done at it by any means, but I'm having a great time working on it. The sport weight is working up really fast, which makes me happy. I think I only started this Monday night. So Monday, Tuesday, and now it's Wednesday, and I put 2 rows on, but I want to do more. I have to dye yarn, and all I want to do is knit on this. Today's co-host has been Mad Eye Moody. who is, I'm listening to the 4th audiobook right now, and that was a big moody book. It's when he's really introduced. So Mad Eye decided that he would be my companion for today. Let's see. All right. And this brings me to Mr. Postman.
Whoa, yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, hey, 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 Mr. Postman. Hey, Mr. Postman, look and see. Whoa, yeah. Please, please, Mr. Postman. Whoa, yeah.
So there is a lot to show off. Let's just start with what I got first, which is going to be what I lived in the minute I got on break. So Gryffindor. So I got this gorgeous Gryffindor tech shirt, which I almost wore on the podcast because it is so comfy, but I wore my little sailor dress instead. So it has Gryffindor written on the inside, and on the back it says Hogwarts Running Club, one house, one pride. I also got Pat one. Do you want to see it? You promise not to tell him. Okay. Now you pinky promise not to tell him, right? Okay. So he's a Ravenclaw, which some of you know. So mine is the women's cut, and I got the XL ladies, and it fits me loosely, and I like it that way. I have like a 38 bust or so. So if that helps anyone in ordering, I had to look up the sizes on a separate site and kind of guesstimate, and I always go a little larger just to be safe. This feels like buttered kittens. It's incredible. So I got Pat the men's medium, which I believe is like a 42 chest ish, and this is going to fit him fine. But if I ordered a men's, see how it would fit me differently. So this is the men's shirt. Let me see if I can get it closer to you. There it is. So it lists all the things that Ravenclaws are: idealistic, wise, witty, intuitive, clever, all these other things, which I think the print is great. And honestly, if you didn't look at it too close, it could just look like a regular sports shirt, which is why I think you might wear it. On the back, it says Hogwarts Running Club in bronze, and this is my favorite bit. Can you see that? Mind the claws. Hysterical. So I have Ravenclaw and Gryffindor running shirts for us. I think if we ever did a Disney run, he'd totally wear this. It feels amazing. And he's not a huge Harry Potter buff. He'll watch the movies and he will actually debate at length the effectiveness of spells and what people should have done when and where. Like, well, why didn't you just do this? Well, why didn't you just do that? And I'm like, because it's the movie, Pat. Just let it go. But he won't. Of course he won't. So I did get him that, and I think I'm gonna give it to him with a card for which is no longer our anniversary. I mean, June 8th is our anniversary. It's when we started dating, but I guess Pat will be now counting October 8th because he says it's not fair that you have to remember more than one anniversary. So I will give him that. He doesn't have to do anything for June 8th, but I'm going to because I'm a love dork. And if I give it to him now in June, that means that he will be able to run with the shirt over the summer rather than giving it to him in October, and he'd only really wear it around the house. Not that he won't wear it around the house anyway. I think he should because it's very comfortable. But yes. And then the third shirt that I got is the Hogwarts billboard. I think it said Hogwarts Running Club. This is a V-neck. I don't know if you can. So it goes kind of like that. It's a V-neck. No, the black on black. You cannot see the V-neck. Sorry. It's very, very comfortable. I got this in the large, thinking, okay, the XL was a little big. I'll get the large. This one doesn't fit tight, but it's definitely more fitted. So if I'm going for comfy, I'd go XL. If I was going for regular, I'd go large. Does that help anyone who's thinking of ordering these? You can just go to hogwartsrunningclub.com. They also have Chilton and Doctor Who. So, but Hogwarts has the most. And it does charity miles, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram is how I found it. And this one, the hashtag is so much good because what you do is you sign up for an account on charity miles. I picked Wounded Warrior Project, figuring Pat's in the military. My grandfather was not in the military, sorry. Pat's working for military people. My papa was in the military. And so, you know, we're a very military government family. Wow, that was a very Philly family, jeez. So charity miles, I signed up for Wounded Warrior, and then any miles that I run go towards that cause. So I raise money for that cause. And there are a lot of different causes that you can choose from. I'm sorry, I got on a total tirade here, but it's a fantastic app. So some of you might already know about it. Anyway, aside from that, you can also pick to be on teams, and then you get points towards your team because of the miles you run. So right now, Slytherin is kicking everyone's butt. Tyranny. And yeah, so I signed up for the Gryffindor 17, that's the team for this year, and any miles that I put towards, all miles that I put towards my cause will also go into my house points for the week. So yeah, I guess Slytherin just has more supporters than anybody on that app. Like, unfair. So yes, these are my 2 shirts. I pretty much wear nothing else now. Okay, if you're looking for t-shirts, these, oh my gosh, these are so amazing. I literally live out of the 2 of them. I just keep switching back and forth, and then I'm like, I have to wash today. Like, I love these. These are amazing. I wear them pretty much 24/7 now, so they're phenomenal. And I have Pat one now too. I didn't get him the black one because I figured he wouldn't wear it. The Ravenclaw, he's kind of proud of being a Ravenclaw inside. He won't admit it, but he is. He's a total Ravenclaw. Moving on to another Weasley product. I want to make sure I have, where is it? Let's see, do I have this right? I do. All right, so this is the Oh So Geeky. Let's try that. Oh So Geeky shop. And I got 3 things. One of them's downstairs on the fridge already. It's the Captain America shield, half and half of Bucky's star. And it says, I'm with you to the end of the line. And it's on this tiny little magnet. And I'm a nerd, and I gave it to Patrick because I said that there's nothing more true. I'm with you to the end of the line. I'm not a very political person, but I figured I'd hop on the bandwagon while I still am relevant. And I got myself a pin for my project bags. Pat's hopefully going to the Science March on Saturday, so we'll see. But I got the Weasley's Wizard Wheezes employee button. I can't even handle how cute it is. I love it. I love it so much. So yes, I got a button, and I'm gonna stick it on a project bag, probably one of my bigger project bags, maybe my purse. I just couldn't handle how cute it was. I couldn't handle. So I got those 3 things. Yes, I got those 3 things from ohsogeeky.etsy.com. And I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So next up, my Squishables from Tristan. We did a swap, and I love my things. So the first one off, so Etsy.com, Fingers of Fury, and she's Dragon Horde Yarn on Instagram. Hi, Tristan. So this is the Rapunzel colorway, which is oh so beautiful. I love it. Her blonde hair, her skirt, I love it. I think it's amazing. I am debating if these are going to be socks. And then this one, just like, okay, it's obnoxiously bright on here. I feel like I have fire in my hands. It's like highlighter orange. It's amazing. And this is what I'm debating doing your shawl in, Tristan. Can you imagine highlighter orange on my face? Like, I swear it would, like, you know the buttercup trick? Put it under there, and if your neck turns yellow, which it will, you like butter. Yeah. I don't know if anyone did that. That was just something in our area. So yes, this is the gorgeous My Island colorway inspired by Moana, which I watch a lot. I actually watch it while I dye things a lot too. Oh my golly. It's so fantastic. I mean, these would make some really fun socks as well, but I was just thinking of a way to preserve them a little bit more. But yeah, so this is my swap with Tristan, and one's on a squishy, sparkly base, and the other one's just a squishy base. It's oh, this is I See the Light. Sorry, it's not Rapunzel. It's I See the Light. It's a Rapunzel based yarn. Anyway, so yes, I got these two. I love them. So I was contacted by Veronica of Melissa's Mom Creations, and this is her card. Okay, and project bags and stitch markers and keepers. Oh my golly, how gorgeous. So I got 2 teas, which was very exciting. I got a beautiful thank you card, so pretty, from her, just saying, you know, thank you for the opportunity to share the project bags, and I am thrilled, let me tell you. All right, so Veronica reached out to me. She said, you know, I make these bags and stuff, would you mind? Oh my golly, like, no, I would not mind. How am I doing on time? I'm doing all right. So the first thing I pulled out was this adorable little, you know, needle minder, needle keeper. It has like flowers on the inside, but the print that got me, I saw this little face. It's Alice. It's Alice. It's Alice. Oh, you don't want me to be around me when I find things that make me squeal. Like, oh my gosh. All right. So here is the bag that I have chosen, which I'm pretty sure she knew I was going to choose, but she gave me a choice. So, this print, oh, this print, I can't even. It's the I can't even, I can only odd. It has this adorable little squish. Ah. Oh my gosh, I love it. And on the inside, as any true Alice bag should have, it's teacups and teapots, and they're stacked just like they would be. Oh my gosh. So it's a gorgeous, like, soft bag. I love square bottom bags. Oh, I love square bottom bags because they sit once you put them down, and I love that. Oh my gosh. So here it is. How fantastic. I think I'm actually going to keep my tea in there just like that, and I'm going to keep my needle cozy in there too. Needle cozy, that's what it's called, right? So Veronica sent me this over, and it's stunning, and it's actually like quite large, as you can see. Definitely fit 2 skeins plus your project, maybe 3 and your project, but it would like kind of overflow if your project grows a lot. If it was a mitten or like a colorwork sock, you could totally fit it in here. This is stunning. Her work is stunning, and the print just kills me. It kills me. I love it. Thank you so much for sending this over. But she wasn't done being sweet. Not only did she send something for me, she sent something for you. So this one, which is a matching project and cozy, is also going to be a prize. And I think I will make it a prize for our spring shawl along. How fun! I love it. So you're gonna get some tea, you're gonna get her card, your DPN cozy or circular cozy, cozy, and a project bag. I am not going to open it. I swear it's going to be nice and beautiful. I'm waiting for you. In the meantime, I totally suggest checking her out. I will try to link her. Maybe I'll try some show notes this week. Typically, if you are looking for show notes, I don't write them. If you have a question, I have a, hey, what was that again? Thread in the Ravelry group, and then you simply ask your question there. I checked, there are no questions in there, so anyone who has a question hasn't asked it. If you have a question of something, you can pop it in there. Also, if you ask below, I am pretty good about getting back to you with that. I write what I can on the screen, but that takes a lot of time, and I'd rather just get the podcast out. I already have to do cuts and edits so that I can put all of the segments together. So to save myself a little bit of time, I don't write down every single thing that I'm showing, using, etc. So if you have a question, you can comment down below. You can go to the Ravelry group. You can ask it in there. Sometimes I answer it. Sometimes a viewer gets to it first. All good by me. Whoever gets the answer gets the answer. fine by me. So, yes, just wanted to let you know, if you're looking for notes, I really don't write them because they just take up a lot of time, and typically I work during the week too, so I won't have time to write up notes. Yeah, that's all. Just mini rant, sorry. I love podcasting. It's time consuming. So yes, this is going to go into the prize bin, and I'm so excited. So this will be a prize for the Shalom. I wanted to mention that since we're doing the Christmas in July, if anyone has any prizes or anything that they want to donate for 4 prizes for that Cal, that will be coming up. You can reach me on Ravelry. Yeah, so if anyone's interested, I don't have any Christmas prizes or anything themed. I don't know if anyone's making anything yet or if they have anything left over. So if you want to get in touch with me, I would be super thrilled to share your products on the podcast. And yeah, that's my mini service announcement. Next up is going to be my my gorgeous Alyssa. My gorgeous Alyssa. This kid's special. So she asked me about my address again. I'm like, are you about to be very naughty? And she's like, maybe. Alyssa. She sent me an Easter gift. Look how cute this card is. So she sent me an Easter card. And then, look how sweet the chocolate is. I can't. I've never seen them in bunny form. This is hysterical. Liz, how? Where did you find this? It's so cute. So, caramel chocolate bunnies, because chocolate cravings are a thing, you know, in my house. And then this one is Bath & Body Works Waikiki Beach Coconut 24-Hour Moisture in the Shea. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Coconut is one of my favorite scents to have for summer because you just like, you know what? It smells like the lotion that I use. Like what is it? Banana boat maybe or something. Someone makes a coconut smelling lotion, and that's what I use for a lot of it. I think it has a kangaroo on it. Australian Gold, that's one, right? So yeah, oh, it smells so good. So this is just fantastic, and it smells like coconut, and it's amazing. And I'm gonna put it in my project bag because I am currently working with a few yarns that dry out my hands, and having a little bit of moisture on hand is very helpful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But that is not, like, I have raised a proper knitter. I feel like I can't even. Guys, she sent me minis. How cute is this? So, this one is a Knit Picks yarn in a wine tasting colorway, I think it's called. It's gorgeous, like reds, purples, and everything. I don't know if you can see it. There it goes. And then this one was there were 2 balls of it. And Lissa, what'd you make with this? Are these socks? Did you make socks with these? Did I tell you she knit her first pair of socks? Could I be more proud? She's in 7th grade. Guys, were you even thinking of knitting socks when you were that young? I'm telling you, this girl. Pick her up, put her in my pocket. Right here, look at this. Isn't it cute? So when I found this yarn, I thought of her. So I had gifted her these 2 skeins, and then she gifted them back to me to put in my cozy memories. I'm like losing it right now. Oh, Liz, thank you. Thank you. They are sweet memories indeed. They are sweet memories indeed. Oh my gosh, I can't. My cheeks. I'm like, And then to top it off, it all came in this gorgeous project bag that says hello on both sides. So cute, so sweet. It's a carry-all, so like clearly that means carry socks. And it's quite large enough to do socks. Quite large enough. So currently I've been kind of hoarding all of the things that she got me in the one so that I could, you know, I told Pat I would share with him for the chocolate, and he goes, gift didn't have my name on the front, it had yours, those are yours. I'm like, I'll share, I'm nice. Thank you, Lissa. This just made my, I think I got it on Monday. I think I got it on Monday night, and this just like made my week. Oh my gosh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you, I love it. And then while I was home I was able to see my friend Mary. I don't know if she watches the podcast officially, but hi, Mary! And I'm going to be editing up a small vlog that I did with Mary when we went to go see 2 different yarn stores. So that should be up before this video. So you will be able to see Mary on that one if you already watched it. So Mary gifted me a Lush bath bomb. What? Is she just too sweet? I can't. It's lavender. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I can't even tell you. I'm so excited. So I've never had anything from Lush, and of course everybody raves about it. So like, what are you gonna do? I didn't have anything, and Mary offered it to me, and I couldn't resist. So I am saving this bath bomb for my first night going into summer vacation. This is going to be the beginning of my blissful summer. And by blissful, I mean cleaning a lot. But other than that, yeah, we still haven't gotten to set up the guest room, and we still haven't gotten to move things into this closet and move things downstairs to upstairs, and it's just, you know, moving into a new spot. Like, this is mostly how I want it, but we're getting rid of this piece of furniture because it didn't turn out the way we thought it was going to. It's going into storage. Don't worry, we're not throwing it out. It's brand new, but it's going into storage, and this isn't going to be here. I think I would like a rocking chair. I love like rockers, like swings and stuff. It's probably my favorite, so I might get a rocker, or I might get a love seat, or I might leave it for now. I've got 2 Adirondack chairs. There's this one and there's one here, and I would be able to put something in that corner, put one of the Adirondacks here. Yeah, and I think it would just open up the space a little bit more, but I adore this craft lock. Thank you, Pat. Thank you. I love it. So anyway, I'm so excited. That's going to start my summer, and yes. So Bad Wolf Girl Studios. So as you know, I had showed off Silence in the Library and Mermish. My Silence colorway is all balled up right now, sorry. I started to knit. Dirk the Dragon's Head in this, and then, so the tan was perfect, but the brown speckles and stuff didn't look right, so that got nixed. That's why it's balled up like that. And Mermish, which is just fantastic. I feel like I want to make a creature in Mermish that's a sea creature, so maybe the seahorse. That would be really fun. So I dyed up T, which is our puppy. So I named it after her because it's her coloring. So this is a cream color, perfect neutral to go with other things. This is Sea Dragon, nice and beautiful and skeined, not all caked up and silly. There it is. So I have 2 skeins of Sea Dragon to work with. And then let's talk about the update. This happened, I want to say 2 weeks ago now. And I don't think I got to show them off on the podcast. So let me just clip my dye string off of that one. All right, so this is the Elizabeth Bennet colorway. It comes with some speckles of dark blue. And it's a very like coral pink sort of colorway. And this one I had a lot of fun dyeing up. I'm gonna go do some more today because someone ordered it, so that's going out. This is the Pemberley colorway. And this is the, this shot that I'm thinking of is when Elizabeth is leaving Mr. Darcy and Georgiana, and she's kind of like running out of there, and she's about to go down the steps, and he catches her. And that gray, the green, and the yellow just spoke to me, and I was like, yes, that's Pemberley. So the gray, the green, the yellow on a white base. So nice. So that's Pemberley. By the way, Sea Dragon and Pemberley play really nicely together. Just saying. And then last but not least is Mr. Darcy. and Mr. Darcy was inspired by the blues. They have him in a blue jacket quite often in the movie, and he is usually wearing khaki to brown pants, and he has brown hair and he has blue eyes, or at least, okay, so the actor that played him in the Keira Knightley version. This is Darcy. And you get some dark blue, light blues, light browns, dark browns, whites, and some speckles in there. This skein I am actually going to knit up as a pair of Mr. Darcy's everyday socks. Can you imagine? Don't you think that would look good? So it will be Hermione's Everyday Sock pattern by, was it Erica Luder? Yeah, I think so. And I just thought that this is a very muted pattern, and it would be perfect for some everyday socks. So I dyed up 2 of these yesterday for two orders, and yeah, I'm just having a ball with them. So this has been the update, I guess you could say. What else? So this one and this one will be added. I don't have a skein of this that's like nicely done, because I never thought anyone would want it. So I will be kind of taking pictures up close of it to kind of make it look prettier. And then Elizabeth, Pemberley, and Darcy are all in stock. And this one is the Sea Dragon that will be added. So yeah, excellent update on its way to you. And we are slowly drawing to a close. We're almost there. Just to show really quick, my mom got me 2 balls of the Bramble Stripes colorway from Patton's Croix socks, and they have purple, green, and white in there, and they just look like maybe orchids or hyacinth with the green and the white, and it just seemed, I know they're like wool, but they just seem like spring socks to me. So my mom for Easter gave me these 2, so I'll be able to get a pair for me and a pair for Pat. Is it purple? Yeah, there's purple in there. It's purple, gray, very pretty, very, very pretty. Teal even. Ooh, there's a light purple in there. It's hiding. Can you see it? Oh, that's exciting. So I'm gonna ball these up. I can knit those on US 2s. That'll get added to the pile of socks that I will make Pat. He's quite terrible with his socks. He never wears them. He says it's because he's saving them, but like, what's the point of knitting you socks if you don't wear them? Like, I will make you more. And he's like, well, I walk through my socks. I don't want to ruin them. Like, I swear the last time I saw him wear a pair of socks was Christmas. We did it. So for Babble, I'll keep it short and sweet. Easter was fantastic. My friend Molly came over. I gave her unicorn socks. She loved them. I saw Trina on Saturday. I saw Crystal on Friday night for dinner, and I saw Mary on Thursday night for a sleepover. So I saw quite a few of my friends, which was great. I'm hoping when I'm up in June that I will be able to see Lissa and Janice, and of course Trina, and so I'm hoping to do a little bit more there. The Regan Half family is great. Everybody's great. My grandma recently had a cancer scraping on her head. So I don't know if you were watching my story on Instagram, but you might have noticed that she had a big patch on her head. She just had to get some cancer removed from her face. Not pretty at all. Please, please, please put on sunscreen. I am a huge sun child. I'm a huge sunflower. I love the sun, but being with Pat, who is super pale, has kept me kind of in the shade more than I like, and it has definitely upped my use of sunscreen. So hopefully when I am 90 something, I do not have to have bits of my face scraped off. Fingers crossed. So yes, all you tanners out there, please be careful. You only get one body, and we love you. So be careful, okay? Just be careful. That's all. I won't rant. I've done the tanning. I've done it. I love it. I want to do it again, and I just can't. I can't. I promised Pat I wouldn't, and that's it. So yes, T's birthday is Saturday. Guys, my puppy is 1. How cute is that? So we are gonna have a tiny little thing for her at the house. We're gonna get her something that she can nibble on. She's gonna wear little bandanas, maybe some from Georgianne, and yeah, maybe I'll just take her out for a run on Saturday, get her really have a good time. And she's also gonna get a birthday bath. I'll tell you that. She is just about ready for a bath. She's starting to smell like puppy, and summer makes her smell like puppy more because she sweats and the sweat smells. So like anybody, I guess, like anybody. What else? So her birthday's on Saturday. There's a puppy party on Sunday. I'll be taking photographs, so I might be sharing a few of those as well because they're just so cute. Who doesn't want to see 1-year-old puppies run around and play? Right? Also, Mary's dog, Benny, what a love. Oh my gosh, he's a boxer, and he, like, has a little teeth, and he, like, I can't even, he just looks up at you, like, so cute. And he just, like, all he wants to do is, like, lick you and love you and be with you and let you pet him. So I keep, like, every time T, like, walks away from me, I'm like, Benny would let me pet him. Meh. It's because T's too independent. She is independent woman, and she's like, I don't need you. Benny is like, love me, please love me, and like his need for love is exactly what I want. Like, I want a dog to just be with me all the time and let me pet them and play with them and kiss them and love them. And he's like, I love you from afar. I'm okay over here. I don't need you. Breaks my heart when she like gets all independent puppy. I just want to snuggle a face off of her. Doesn't she understand that? So yes, Sunday will be the puppy party, which is fun. I just watched Coffee and Cables this morning. She has a new podcast up, and she is going to be hosting a virtual knit night. So I'm super excited for that. I have previously had a lot of trouble with Google Hangouts. I tried to talk to Lauren, my friend Lauren, with that, and she couldn't hear me, or I couldn't hear her. One of the two, I can't remember what was the problem. The sound was off. I think I could hear her. No, she could hear me and I couldn't hear her. I don't know what that was. I was also doing it on my phone, not my computer. So maybe. I will try to download a Google thing on my iPad and see if that helps. Maybe Tyranny will Google hang out with me previous to her knit night so that I know it works. Because right now I'm gonna be like, I am not gonna be able to talk to anyone. No. So that's gonna be Wednesday night. I don't think this coming. Yeah, a week. Not bad. So I do want to figure that out beforehand, because otherwise I'm just gonna be like that silent one, like not being able to say anything. So sad. Yes, and then so I gave Molly her unicorn socks, and woohoo, I'm off till Monday. So I'm gonna run downstairs, get changed out of my dress, and I am going to get into some comfy black clothes and go dye some yarn. Wonder what I'll watch. Am I in a Harry Potter mood? Hunger Games? I caught up on all my shows. I was binge watching Fuller House. That was funny. It's cute to listen to, too. Like, you don't have to watch everything, so that's okay. But I think I'll go listen to the rest of Molly's podcast first. And then, yes, I shall also get some lunch. I made a delicious stew last night in the crock pot with a steak. I just put slabs of steak and covered it with one of the crock pot bags and put it on for 4 hours. And it is, you could squish it with a fork and just separate it. It's tender and beautiful, and I'm very excited to have that I'll eat the same thing twice, so I'll have it for lunch and dinner. I don't care. Yeah, so that about wraps this episode up. So, drinking my still hot coffee because of my warmer, which I will now turn off so I don't forget. Yeah, and not that I think it would do anything, like there's no flame. I think it would probably just short out. So, I hope you'll be able to participate in the shawl along. If you're waiting on my yarn, I am desperately sorry. I am trying to get it out as fast as possible. Having a week off from dyeing was not a great timing, but I'll be getting it out as soon as I can, most likely Monday, and that'll be a bulk shipment. So if you order more than one skein, everything is just gonna go out on Monday. So yeah, reminding you to take it one cup at a time. I hope you have a lovely week. If you're on spring break, enjoy, relax. Teachers, we are almost there. Just a few more Mondays left. I hope to see you next week, and I will be catching you up soon. Bye.